Sixth grade, it's Miss Soto again. It is Monday, May the 3rd, and we're going to be starting chapter 14, which is the nervous system. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the nervous system, and the nervous system is divided into two main parts. Okay, so this particular lesson is coming from 336 to 339. So the central nervous system, and that's one of the main parts of the nervous system, and that consists of the brain and the spinal cord. Your brain and then your spinal cord, and this is the part that helps that makes the decisions and controls any of the body's actions. The second one is the peripheral nervous system, and this is the part that consists of millions of nerve cells that communicate with the central nervous system about what is going on in and around the body. So let's talk about our brain. The brain acts as the command center for the body. There's thousands of pieces of data that are transmitted to and from the brain, and the brain organizes this information and interprets this information, and it actually tells the body how to respond and what to do. We also know that brain, cerebrum, which is the largest part of the brain, it is divided into halves, and you have the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. There are also lobes, and you will notice there's a frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital, and a temporal lobe of the brain. If you look with me on page 336, you will see that the frontal lobe, which is up here, controls the conscious movements. It makes a person alert and to be aware of what is going on and around them. It is the center of your reasoning and decision making, and it actually has something to do with your personality. Parietal lobe interprets the pain, like touch, temperature, like your taste and pressure on the skin, things like that. Another part here is the temporal lobe, and this one deals with your hearing, your speech, and your memory. It also classifies sounds such as music and noise. The occipital part stores information about what a person sees. So what they see, it stores that information and interprets it. All right. That the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. Then we have the cerebellum, which is considered the little brain. Remember, so they call the cerebellum, which is down here at the bottom, is the little brain, and that part is involved in coordinating body movements. So when you learn a new activity, such as bike riding, the cerebrum, which is what we just talked about before this one, is the one that directs the muscles in what to do. Okay? The cerebellum does not decide when a person should move, but it does control the speed and the force of that movement or activity. Right here, you see the brain stem here. Okay. Then we have our brain stem. Okay, if you look with me, that's what we're going to be talking about. And this actually connects the brain to the spinal cord. It helps control breathing, your heartbeat, blood pressure, and digestion. Like digestion, meaning like you're swallowing and things like that. The cerebrospinal fluid is the fluid that cushions and protects the brain and the spinal cord. Your spinal cord, here you have your spinal cord and all these nerve endings. And the spinal cord inside the vertebra, you see here, is right here. It gives you a little bit of an instruction there, which is part of your spinal column, but your spinal cord is inside that. So your spinal cord is the main pathway of information that's connecting the brain to the rest of the body, and it also is about 43 to 45 centimeters long as a grown adult, is divided into 31 different sections. So I went through that pretty quickly, but I do want you to read these pages. We read pages 336 to 339, and you're going to complete the activity manual, page 226. Tomorrow in my video, I will go over the answers to that. So this is your reading for tomorrow. I'm not going to make you do that, but if you have time to go ahead and read the next section, that way you'll be aware of what we'll be talking about tomorrow. So remember, these are some important things for us to talk about and learn about our body and the body systems and how they work together to make us who God designed us to be. All right, guys, have a great day.